The last segment of the week for the Don't Tell Mama Sports Podcast. If you watched last year, we started this podcast as a fantasy football podcast, and one of our segments from last season was the Extra Juicy Dawgz of the week.
Yeah, extra
Woof,
juicy.
woof, woof. This is where we give you one quarterback each, one running back, one wide receiver, and one tight end that you got to be starting. They got juicy matchups, and we're even going to give some touchdown guarantees here, Max. Who is your quarterback, your extra juicy quarterback of the week?
All right, extra juicy quarterback of the week is Lamar Jackson of the Baltimore Ravens. You better be starting him. He's going to be tossing a couple touchdowns. I would be surprised if Zay Flowers gets his first touchdown this game. I hope so. He's on my bench this week, but I'm so excited to have drafted him. Lamar Jackson, he's going to also be rushing all over Houston. Houston's supposed to have a better defense, so it maybe in the first quarter, you might be like, uh-oh, what's going on with Lamar? Don't worry. They're going to turn it up. Lamar Jackson's going to have a big, big game.
I like it there, Max. Versus Houston, I think the biggest favorite of the week. That's a juicy one there. My extra juicy quarterback of the week is going to be Jacksonville Jaguars, Trevor Lawrence. Like we said, he's going on the road. Okay, maybe you're scared of the road, but I'm not scared of the Indianapolis Colts. They suck. Jaguars are only favored by 5 in this game. I'm hitting that line. Trevor Lawrence might throw for 3 and 250. Calvin Ridley is going to get back on the scene. Christian Kirk already has chemistry. Evan Ingram's back. Trevor Lawrence has a nice week 1 in Indianapolis. Fuck the Colts and fuck Jim Irsay.
Oh, yeah. And Cobrisi, you drafted Travis Etienne Jr. Am I not correct?
I did. 2-keeper league. Solid. He was my first round pick, number 8 overall. I think that's solid value.
That's a solid pick.
I know everybody wants to be bumping their gums about Tank Bigsby, the 3rd rounder out of Auburn, but yeah, he can get his work and Travis Etienne can get his. I'm Trevor Lawrence, extra juicy quarterback of the week for me. Who's your extra juicy running back for week 1, Max?
All right. I am going with a rookie. Our number 1 overall pick, Bijan Robinson. All right. I think he kicks off this league with thunder right off the bat. Okay, I wouldn't doubt if it's the first play of the game, he goes and rushes in for a 50-yard touchdown or whatever. Speaking of which, I'm going to call the first my buddy, Mr. Tuddy of the season. I think Bijan Robinson gets his first touchdown right off the bat, and I think it's going to be very fun against Carolina. Go Bijan Robinson. I can't wait to see how your career takes off. Let's see a touchdown in the first game of your career.
Max, I got to back up my buddy, Mr. Tuddy, with my own. My buddy, Mr. Tuddy, with my extra juicy running back of the week. I guarantee that Alexander Mattison gets into the end zone versus Tampa Bay this week.
Nice, yeah.
Okay, he's getting the keys to the car like we talked about. Dalvin Cook got released. This guy, Tampa Bay, we don't know what to expect from them this year. Minnesota's favored in this game at home. Alexander Mattison is going to be getting the work. He's going to find the end zone this week.
I like it. Good
Max, who is your week 1 extra juicy wide receiver?
Extra juicy wide receiver. This is not a surprise. He might be ranked number 1 wide receiver. Maybe number 2 wide receiver, Jamar Chase. Okay, Jamar Chase of Cincinnati against the Browns. Expect this guy. I'm going to call one more, my buddy, Mr. Tuddy, this week. I got 2 this week.
Greedy.
Jamar Chase, baby. Jamar Chase is getting a touchdown right off the bat. And Joe Burrow and him are going to have some fun this season. I cannot wait. I'm so excited to have Joe Burrow as my quarterback. But Jamar Chase, expect a big, big game, 100 yards, and at least 1 touchdown. My buddy, Mr. Tuddy, Jamar Chase.
Nice. My extra juicy receiver is playing in the juiciest matchup of the week. The Dolphins are going on the road to take on the Chargers. 51 point over-under. I think about 150 yards are in the cards for Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill, the speedster. Chargers, we'll see what they got defensively at the cornerbacks and safeties. But Tyreek Hill, I'm not going to guarantee a touchdown, but big week for Tyreek Hill. 150 I can see through there.
Easy. Oh, yeah.
Who's your extra juicy tight end for week 1? Maxwell Faulkner.
All right. At the tight end, I think that he's going to have another big game. TJ Hawkinson, he signed a huge deal. He signed the biggest tight end deal. I don't know the exact numbers, but all I know is he signed the biggest tight end deal in the history of football. Expect him to come out with just this force and say, "Hey, I deserve this money. Give me that ball." I wouldn't expect a touchdown, but I'm not calling it. Okay, I'm not going to call my buddy Mr. Tuddy for him. But TJ Hawkinson versus Tampa Bay, he's going to have a big game. Expect 100 yards. How about that?
TJ Hockenqueef, reportedly he had a ear infection, earache or something, and then he signed that contract and was back the next day. So good for you, TJ.
Yeah, way to get that cleared up.
My extra juicy tight end to round us out here for week 1, Max. The Baltimore Ravens are a 9.5-point favorite at home against the Houston Texans. I got Mark Andrews getting reunited with his boy Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
Damn it, I'm calling him my
it.
buddy,
Woo-wee.
Mr. Tuddy, for Mark Andrews. You know, it's
hell
funny.
Yeah.
You had Lamar Jackson. I got Mark Andrews. You had Hockenqueef for the Vikings. I had Madison of the Vikings. So we're kind of staying on the same teams here. Sure. But I see Mark Andrews getting a touchdown this week. You said Zay Flowers could possibly get his first. That could happen too. Mm-hmm. Lamar's thrown at least 2 of them, maybe running one in.
Probably.
I like Mark Andrews to, he can challenge for the number 1 tight end this year. If Kelsey is in and out, who knows? If he's not 100%, Mark Andrews definitely can be the number 1 tight end on the year.
I agree with you on that. He's going to have a huge season, everybody.